I'm going to introduce to you all some very distinguished folks that we have in the building with us today. Again, I'm Kadeen Ellis. I'm not sure if I introduced myself, but I am delighted to be here with you all today. I am a mom, I'm a wife, I'm an actress, a host, a podcaster, content creator, many hats. I'm a typical Jamaican. I do a lot of different jobs, right? My parents are actually both from the West Indies, my father from St. Vincent, and my mom from Clarendon, Jamaica. Yeah. Anybody else from Clarendon here tonight? All right, I might do a parish roll call at some point, so hold your horses, St. Catherine and all of you, the other parishes. But I'm so extremely proud to be a Jamaican. I'm so proud of my citizenship that I recently received through my mom, and 4 of my boys also have their citizenship as well, and my husband by marriage. So very, very proud to be able to reconnect with so many Jamaicans across the United States and here tonight. This evening, I would like to introduce you guys to some excellent company that we're in. Of course, first, the Honorable Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica. One more time for our Prime Minister. My dear friend, Mrs. Alcione Wilson, Consul General of Jamaica, New York, host, who's put together this lovely evening along with her staff. They worked very, very hard behind the scenes to make this all happen. So thank you, Ms. Consul General. Honorable Olivia Grange, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport. All right. Senator the Honorable Auburn Hill, Minister of Industry, Investment, and Commerce. Senator Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader. Round of applause for Chuck Schumer. Mr. Donovan White, Jamaica Tourist Board. Dr. Julius Garvey, son of Marcus Garvey. Congressman Gregory W. Meeks of the 5th Congressional District of New York and his wife, Miss Simone Meeks. Congresswoman Yvette Clarke of the 9th Congressional District of New York. His Excellency Brian Wallace. He is permanent representative of Jamaica in the UN. And we have an array of consul generals and other members of the diplomatic corps, members of the state and local governments, members of the media, and of course you all, ladies and gentlemen. One more round of applause for everyone we have here in the building tonight. A stronger, healthier city that delivers for all New Yorkers. It, as the 110th mayor of the city of New York, he represents one of the largest populations of Jamaicans in the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Mayor Eric Adams. Tell me where you'd like to be most comfortable. I can step aside.
Thank you, and Prime Minister Holness, it's good to have you here. One of my saddest days of my life when I grew up as a child and realized just because I was raised in Jamaica, Queens didn't make me Jamaican. So I'm going to consider myself an honorary Jamaican, if I'm allowed to do so. This visit is so important to have a Prime Minister with the vision of understanding the connectivity of our countries. It is clear that New York City is really the heart and soul of the Jamaican diaspora. Largest populations of the Jamaican diaspora is right here in New York City.
Yes.
And Prime Minister, the unbelievable contributions the Caribbean diaspora in its totality in general, but specifically the Jamaican people have made to this country, it is something that we cannot ignore or do without. And I personally want to say thank you for those contributions on every level of commerce, public safety, innovations, growth, so much opportunity. And having you here is a signal that we're going to strengthen those bonds and look at the areas where we have common ground. Our environmental issues, how are we going to deal with business, education, exchanging goods and using the businessmen and women in Jamaica to come here with delegations to do trade here in New York as well. But also public safety. Public safety is a prerequisite to prosperity. And some of the guns that are carving highways of death in Jamaica are the same manufacturers here in America that are shipping guns to this entire region that are carving the highways of death in our cities and communities. We will partner together to be responsible on how we change the culture of guns and drugs that is eroding the public safety of both of our countries in a real way. So I am your partner. I'm excited about having you here. It is clear that you are the visionary leader that we need for our future generations to come. We look forward to this partnership. You are at home when you are here, not only in Jamaica, Queens, but when you are in New York City. We welcome you here. You honor us with your presence, and we look forward to a prosperous future together. Thank you so much. God bless America. God bless Jamaica. God bless our unification. Thank you.
Global Jamaican Diaspora Northeast USA representative to bring her remarks. Looking beautiful. Look at that outfit. Very nice. You can take my podium. Sorry about that. You can take the podium.
Thank you. What's up, one? I can't hear you know. What's up, one? Feeling Irie. Greetings and salutations from the Jamaica Diaspora Northeast United States, where we connect, communicate, and collaborate with all Jamaicans here and at home. Let me just say to you, the most Honorable Prime Minister and Her Holiness, Senator the Honorable Auburn Hill, Ministers Honorable Babsy Grange and Bartlett, and our own beloved, beautiful, and brilliant Consul General Albion Roach Wilson OD. You have no greater or better friend than the Jamaica Diaspora, Northeast United States. We commissioned the Jamaica think tank, asked Teachers College Columbia to do a social impact study. And when we submitted reports from the think tank and the various organizations, easily, just within the Northeast Diaspora, we could outnumber 1 million service hours. Clap on yourself, as Miss Wu would say. So mine is a pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of this amazing group of diasporans who continue to serve Jamaica. The Jamaica Diaspora is excited for this year's theme, Reigniting a Nation for Greatness. This theme is a call to action as we emerge from the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic. And let me just tell you, Mr. Prime Minister and Senator Auburn Hill and ministers, when I think about the COVID-19 pandemic and the fact that we're still there, we stand up and we're alive, we have to give thanks. But when clap, yes, we have to give thanks. And when I imagine, Consul General, how you led the diaspora and how you supported everyone in need, can we give a big round of applause for, we know we have the hardest working Consul General, but her bold vision and her tenacity, what you have done, CG, was nothing but magic. So as we reignite for greatness, out of every crisis is an opportunity. And ours is the opportunity, Mr. Prime Minister, for Jamaica and her diaspora, because we're more integrated now, more than ever. We're now a borderless diaspora. Mr. Prime Minister is the first Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, born after independence. And so, clap him, yes. And so when we think about reigniting, we're re-energizing, revitalizing, Mr. Prime Minister, the call to action is that as we look for far more deliberate and strategic engagement, that you will certainly consider us to serve on the public boards of Jamaica. Yes, let him know, full support. As we reignite, the Prime Minister gave us a word this morning. He said, as we engage in celebration and cerebration, please join us June 14 to 16 for a diaspora conference that is a hybrid event. So on that note, the Mistress of Ceremonies, thank you. She shared with you about a diamond that is 90 to 125 miles underground, and it come out and it's beautiful out of extreme pressure. But what I want to say is I salute you, my Jamaica diaspora and friends of Jamaica, because we're little but we're Talawa. All our independence celebration, Selah! We're Irie, and tonight and for the next 60 years, big up yourself. Thank you.
And my next guest of honor was born and raised and always lived in Brooklyn. He's never lost touch with his constituents, despite representing one of the largest states in the Union. He has and continues to champion causes that are of importance to all New Yorkers alike. He was the first to tweet the announcement of the appointment of Nick Perry as ambassador for Jamaica. So please welcome to the stage fellow Brooklynite, fellow New Yorker, and man of the people, and a friend of Jamaica, as we would say, our big, big friend, Senator Chuck Schumer.
Thank you, Kadeen, and welcome. Do we love Jamaica? It is so great to be here and to commemorate the 60th anniversary of one of my favorite countries, Jamaica. And I want to welcome the so many distinguished visitors. Our great Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, doing a great job, folks, a great, great job. The Honorable Olivia Grange, the Minister of Culture, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Auburn Hill, Minister of Industry, Brian Wallace, the permanent representative, of course, to the UN. And I want to say this. I have regrets. You know that Vice President Kamala Harris, the highest ranking Jamaican in the US government ever, couldn't be here tonight for reasons we all understand, but she met virtually with Prime Minister Holness and 14 other Caribbean nations. The Biden-Harris administration understands the importance of close coordination with our dear Caribbean friends, a welcome change in the White House, a change I, along with members of the New York City delegation, have been pushing for. And in that same spirit, I had a wonderful meeting with your Prime Minister. He visited my office in the Capitol, and we had a great, great meeting. We stood on the leader's balcony and overlooked Washington. I told him, the son of an exterminator from Brooklyn, my dad never went to college, and this was the balcony I had in the office I had. And I told him as well how our two nations shared so many interests, how the bonds of fellowship that have been between us can grow even stronger. And I shared my belief that the most important bond that ties us together is the great contributions the Jamaican diaspora has given to the communities they've moved to. We have the second largest number of Jamaicans anywhere in New York, and we are so proud. Now, Mr. Prime Minister, we don't want you to lose population. But any Jamaicans who want to come to New York, you're welcome. We love you, we need you, and you grow New York so well. It also makes me proud to represent that. And I told the Prime Minister a joke some of you know. As you know, every year, right now we are in Jamaica, Queens. I hope everyone here from Jamaica knows that. But most of you know me, I'm a boy from Brooklyn. And I march every year in the West Indian Day Parade during the Joubert in Crown Heights. And as I go down Eastern Parkway, I ask the people along the wayside, standing and welcoming the parade marchers. And I say, I have a riddle for you. What is the largest Caribbean, what is the biggest island? What is the biggest island in the Caribbean? The Jamaicans say Jamaica, the Trinidadians say Trinidad, the Dominicans say Dominica. Everyone says something else. I said, you're all wrong. The biggest island in the Caribbean is Brooklyn. And the Caribbean, and particularly the Jamaican community, make us so proud. I want to share one other great thing about Jamaica, and I want to call him up. Nick, come up. Nick Perry he was the first Jamaican elected to the New York State Assembly, and many of you may not know this story. When on his first date with his wife Joyce, he told her his goal in life was to be ambassador. But what he meant is ambassador of Jamaica to the United States. It changed a little, but still good. And he is the first person born in Jamaica to be our ambassador. It's been a dream of Nick's. He asked me to help President Obama get him the nomination. Didn't happen. But the minute Joe Biden became president, Nick, he and his wife Joyce knocked on doors and helped me become senator in 1998 when we beat Al D'Amato and sent him home to Island Park. We also sent Newt Gingrich on the midnight train to Georgia. But in any case, he helped me, and I knew that he was a great man. I knew he loved Jamaica fiercely. I knew that there couldn't be a single better person to be ambassador. So I went to Joe Biden as majority leader, the first majority leader from the state of New York. I'm not afraid to use my clout. And I said, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look at Nick's resume and you will become convinced that he should be our ambassador. And to his credit, President Biden agreed with me. And here we have Ambassador Nick Perry. We have been friends for close to 40 years, the Perry family and I, and it's a great thing for both our countries to have such a capable ambassador. So I am pledged to do whatever I can to help the country of Jamaica, to help the Jamaican diaspora here in New York, and to make sure, with Nick's great leadership and guidance, that the relationship between our two very great countries becomes even closer. God bless you. God bless the Prime Minister and his cabinet. God bless our new ambassador. God bless Jamaica, and God bless the United States of America.
With a roof right over our head, we'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the shelter.
We dominate the bread relays, and we're very grateful for the support and the facilitation that we get from the University of
We'll share the same.
Now, celebrating all year long. What are you talking about? I love how you guys are taking right now in December with celebrating, but why is that so important?
Well, after 60 years of independence, 6 decades is as good a time as any to do some stock taking a time period.
Hello there. Now, if we could give our undivided attention to the front, please.
long time, girl, me never see you. Who knows that song? Long time. This long, let me hear you. All right, one. Thank you so much. That's how Jamaicans are, you know. We always find a way to do something. So tonight, it's really my pleasure to be here. And I would like to first acknowledge the most honorable and Her Holiness Prime Minister of Jamaica. And I'm going to ask you to give him another big round of applause. And traveling with the Prime Minister is Senator the Honorable Aubin Hill, Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce. Yours truly, everybody in Jamaica calls me Babsy Grange. Yes. And I also want to acknowledge our Consul General, Mrs. Alcyon Wilson, who has put this great function together. And I must thank Senator Chuck Schumer for being here today or tonight to join us, and also the Honorable Eric Adams, the Mayor of the City of New York. Please give them a big round of applause for being here. And of course our own Nick Perry. Come from yard, come here sir, contribute to the building of this country, and now he's going back a yard, representing the United States and making that close link up between Jamaica and the US. And we're really happy for that. I must also acknowledge His Excellency Brian Wallace, Permanent Representative of Jamaica to the UN. And he's a little petite young man sitting here with us. Could you stand up? I know you're so small they will hardly see you. But he's our representative at the United Nations. Ambassador Cordy Rattray, and also members of the Diplomatic Corps and Consular Corps. We must acknowledge the presence of Mr. Donovan White, Director of Tourism. And he's here representing the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, who was scheduled to be here tonight, but after flying in from London, he's a little under the weather. So I want you all to welcome Mr. Donovan White. Councilwoman Mercedes Narcisse, she's also here. And I understand Dr. Julius Garvey is somewhere here in the audience. If he's not here yet, I know he's on his way to join us. Dr. Karen Dunkley, thank you for giving Jamaica all the support you have been able to through the Global Jamaica Diaspora Northeast Organization. And Prime Minister, permit me to tell the folks here that your sister is here with you. Sidja is here, and that's the Prime Minister's sister. Friends, distinguished guests, and I won't tell you, all my siblings are here, and there's 11 of us, plus me. So tonight is made very special because the celebration of the Jamaica New York Diamond Jubilee of our independence is being launched here in New York City by the Most Honorable and Her Holiness Prime Minister of Jamaica. As the youngest ever Prime Minister, and one who was not yet born when the Black, Green and Gold was raised on August 6, 1962, indicating the birth of a new nation, I'm really ecstatic that Prime Minister and Her Holiness has been afforded the opportunity to preside over this significant celebration in our country. Most Honorable Prime Minister, your oversight of these celebrations comes at a time when our Jamaican diaspora is at its strongest and largest. There are more Jamaicans living abroad than Jamaicans living abroad. And I'm pleased that you're able, Prime Minister, to be here to launch our celebrations in one of the most formidable of our diasporic centers, New York, New York, where the Aki just met and toppled the Big Apple once again. So tonight we celebrate the thousands of Jamaicans who migrated to this part of the United States of America. Over the years, you, our brothers and sisters, have continued to make your mark on the American culture and economy. I want to especially acknowledge Dr. Sandra Lindsay, who was the first to be given the COVID vaccine. And Dr. Lindsay is here with us, a Jamaican. So she was a pioneer right here in the United States. So we acknowledge your life-changing, transformational contribution to the great human stage of activity, which is New York. We salute all of you, those who have established businesses, those who have made their impact in so many areas of American life: commerce, industry, law, education, politics, hospitality and tourism, medical and public health services, and of course, entertainment. And tonight we have some of our entertainers here who is going to play some great music, and you can stay and you can dance all night. So, in the field of politics, we salute Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, of Jamaican heritage. In law, we pause to acknowledge Supreme Court designate Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, whose parents are Jamaican. I acknowledge Pat Chin and her late husband, Vincent Randy Chin, of BP Records, for their work in promoting Jamaica's most notable and globally acclaimed reggae music. And tonight, Randy and Chris are here representing VP Records. So New York is home to so many of our people from low income and humble beginnings who have been able to transform their lives and livelihoods and assist families back home through remittances. They took with them that spirit and that hard work that they inherited from our ancestors. Indeed, we are proud of the patriotic fervor and commitment that continue to be manifested wherever Jamaicans are. Tonight is a night for us to just enjoy each other's company, to meet and greet. We will be displaying the various activities for Jamaica 60 celebrations, our legacy projects, and our celebratory events. And I'm saying to all Jamaicans, come home for the Grand Gala on August 6th. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. And we will have watch parties. So you will be able to watch us in the National Stadium, and we will be able to watch you in the various diaspora communities while we celebrate. And I must tell you that the Jamaican colors will light up Niagara Falls on the night of the 6th. And so it is my pleasure tonight to just say to you that Jamaica loves you. And we appreciate everything that you have done for your country. May God bless you, and may God bless Jamaica, land we love. Thank you.
And despite our struggles, we have overcome. And after 60 years of managing our own affairs, after 6 decades of charting our own course, it is indeed appropriate that we take some time to take stock of what we have done well, the things we have achieved, and to be true to ourselves as well, and look at the things that we have not achieved, where we have fallen short. And the purpose of this stock taking, it's not just for celebration, it is also for celebration. We must celebrate what we have done well, but we must think about what we haven't done well as well. And having done those two things, then we go through a process of recommittal. That for the next 60 years, as Jamaicans, whether we are on the island or spread out all over the world, we are going to commit to make Jamaica the greatest country on earth. And so we will be going through this process of bringing together all our Jamaicans for us to think about what we have achieved in our 60 years and to get each and every one of you to recommit to the vision of Jamaica. The theme of our celebration is reigniting a nation to greatness. And that is the essence of my presentation to you today. I want each and every one of you, after that commitment, to be re-energized, reignited about the great potential that we all know Jamaica has. The greatness that is in us. We see it in our athletes, we hear it in our music. You know, I made a point, having met Vice President Harris. I visited Washington a few weeks ago, and we had a good meeting with Vice President Harris. Senator Schumer mentioned our meeting, and I had a very good meeting with him as well. And I was making the point that Jamaica is a net exporter of talent. All of you who are here are as a result of that export of talent. You're all doing well. You're all contributing to your new home. And when I made that point, Vice President Harris smiled, indeed she laughed, because she also recognized that her talent, though developed here, clearly had something to do with Jamaica. And that is a part of our greatness, that we have provided talent for the world. It may be a double-edged sword, that having exported all the talent, we may have some deficits at home. So in our reignition of our commitment, our diaspora, who is all over the world, a part of that recommitment must be, how can we build our homeland? Remittances have been good. Your philanthropy has been good, but your investments will be better. And so, as we celebrate our independence, I want you to celebrate, to think on this. In closing, because tonight is the celebration part, I want to acknowledge the work of the diaspora. You are a very important part of Jamaica. And I want to say to you that the United States is your home now. I want you to work hard. I want you to do well. I want you to prosper. I want you to participate in the politics of your home, in the development of your home. But always remember, and always be assured, that Jamaica is your homeland. That you have a place that defines who you are, that identifies you in the world, that draws attention to you, that opens doors for you. And you have a duty to continue to build that brand Jamaica from which we all benefit. So, as we celebrate, and as we celebrate our Jamaica 60, I want to tell you how much we respect, love, and indeed appreciate the diaspora. And therefore, we're going all across the world where we have large diaspora populations to launch the celebration. We were in Canada, we're in the United Kingdom, and now we are in the United States, in New York. We may have to do it in 2 or 3 other cities, but it will be done. Again, let us reflect on what we have achieved. And let us think about what we haven't achieved, where we have fallen short. And let us all recommit ourselves, our energies and our passion to making your homeland the greatest country on earth. God bless you, God bless the United States of America, and God bless Jamaica, land we love. And I leave you with probably the greatest words ever said. And I don't intend to get into any religious contention, so take out the religious words. One love.
All right, let's give one more warm round of applause for the Honorable and Your Holiness.
We're gonna rock it tonight. We're really gonna rock it tonight. Murderer, them just a fight against show love. Oh Lord, murderer, them even fighting against the Jah. Oh Lord, and if you fight against your brother, you a murderer. And if you fight against your sister, you a murderer. And all the killing and the shooting, murderer. And all the shooting and the looting, murderer. Murderer, you should not